Good Thursday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. We're going to bring you an update here from the OTT room. And we're going to take you through some thunderstorm outlooks. There has been some changes from the Storm Prediction Center. We'll bring you up to date overall. But first of all, let's cover our alert day, which is Friday. Friday, especially late morning into the afternoon and evening, we do have an isolated tornado threat. I'll bring these graphics up full, and I'll take a look at some of your comments here in a moment. I just want to put everyone at ease here over the next few hours. I'm not anticipating anything in the way of severe weather, so I'll bring this full. We'll do a little nowcasting here, but the threat markers, and I thought about this morning, of course, we'll talk with Michael Arden and Jeff about carrying this over potentially into Saturday. But I'm going to start because we have new information coming in from the Storm Prediction Center. But, you know, for planning purposes here, the next few days, we've had about a ½ inch of rain here at the station already. There are some areas which I'll highlight in a moment west of the Wabash, kind of Highway 1 and point to the west, have had up to 2 inches of rain. So we have a stalled front across the area, so we're going to have more showers in the forecast on Friday. And it is trending a little rainier and stormier perhaps on Saturday with the stalled front. It's going to have a tendency to stall across western Kentucky. And then Sunday into Wednesday, long range, we're going to transition very nicely into a drier weather pattern during that time frame. So let's take a look from the Storm Prediction Center. We do have what we call these level 1 threats for today. But as I mentioned, I think the best setup would be this afternoon and this evening. And we'll take a look at some of these threat markers, the parameters. So isolated severe storms. So we're not looking at a large number of storms. And of course, this takes 1 or 2 storms to create some trouble, but not a big outbreak of severe weather. Now, the Storm Prediction Center, they did not include us, because I checked, the freezing layers above 15,000 feet, between 15 and 17,000 feet. So not a lot of ice up there. So we're not going to be dealing with any hail. And we don't have a tornado threat. We do have a low-end damaging wind threat where we could see a severe thunderstorm warning or 2. And we also have a flooding threat, which comes from the Weather Prediction Center. I want to fast forward into Friday. The Storm Prediction Center hasn't made any changes with respect to Friday. I'll bring that full. Evansville, Henderson, and Owensboro. This is a level 2 threat for a few severe thunderstorms over that time frame. Now, the change here, this does include a tornado threat for your Friday, especially after 10, 11 in the morning and then through Friday evening. This does include a hail threat, but I think it's less of a concern, and along with the damaging wind threat. In door number 3, we do have, they keep moving that risk area for Saturday a little closer to our viewing area. Covers Hopkins, Muhlenberg, southern stretches of Ohio County. Everyone else, a level 1 threat for a few severe thunderstorms. Now, I think if you're north of Interstate 64, the front, at least right now, is going to stall to the south of where you guys are. So let's bring back Doppler radar here on our app. We'll just do a little nowcasting. We do have some showers. Haven't seen any lightning. The last lightning strikes cleared Allendale, kind of Highway 11 there, Highway 1. And then some storms out to about Enfield, the old school there, as you go into western stretches there of White County, south there of Mill Shoals. That's the only shower that could mature into a storm. Now I'm going to go back the last 12 hours. Those areas across southern Illinois, northern Wabash, some areas there have had 2.8 in the rain gauge, 2.4 for Carmi, Harrisburg at 1.8. Officially here at the station, we had about a ½ inch of rain, and then lesser amounts the farther east you go. So on Doppler radar, Evansville, these are just primarily rain showers at this point. And then a little bit of sunshine during the afternoon could bring in a few thunderstorms. So that's the latest there on Doppler radar. We'll take our temperatures here and take a look at our temperatures. 71 Evansville, 73 in Madisonville, Mount Carmel's at 71. The cloud guidance, generally we're looking at cloudy skies, a little bit of sun as we go into the afternoon hours. And we'll take you through the next 12 hours. We're looking at high temperatures generally into the upper 70s and then to about 80 during the afternoon hours. So as I look into Evansville. Now I'm using the rapid refresh model here as we go hour by hour. So this takes us through 9 this morning. Some additional showers during that time frame, mixing in perhaps with a few thunderstorms. But I still think the best setup for some thunderstorms will be during the afternoon and evening during that time frame. And let's push it forward now to about lunchtime. I've had some questions. What about Owensboro? Well, the best setup for you guys would be this afternoon. And this is where we'll show a little bit of sunshine, 3, 4 o'clock. And this is where we'll have that level 1 threat for a few severe thunderstorms potentially as we go through tonight. Now, as we highlighted on Friday morning, as we bring this full on Friday morning, well, this will stop here at 1 in the morning, and this takes us up until about lunch. So I'm not anticipating any severe weather during your Friday morning commute. Now, as we go into the afternoon and evening, look what happens here. I'm using the rapid refresh model. You start to see some storms blossom between about noon and 5 p.m. And then, based on what I'm looking at here, there's the potential for a severe thunderstorm watch covering those time frames. And this takes us into Friday evening. There is a case, Friday after 5, some events going on that we could dry out during that stretch. And this takes us into Friday night. Also, we'll highlight the potential. I'm backing this up here. I'm using our in-house guidance here for the rest of Thursday. Potential here for some showers and storms, and then drying out a bit during the afternoon. So if you didn't get much rain, you have a ball game this evening. Some of the guidance is not showing much in here for this evening. Now, we talked about this on our Facebook Live, that we have the potential on Friday. This is a little earlier solution, that if this would verify 10, 11 in the morning, this would be our best setup for a few severe thunderstorms. If we get storms lined up, when storms line up like that, there is that potential for some damaging winds, and then any kinks of the line, a spin up tornado. That's that isolated tornado threat I just highlighted from the Storm Prediction Center. And then we kind of work everything out Friday. This is a solution where it's trending drier as we go into Friday evening during those time frames. So there's our alert day for Friday. I'll take this full so you can take in the 7-day forecast. I'm going to see if any questions came in. There's the alert day for Friday, showers and storms, especially late morning into the afternoon, and then kind of unsettled on Saturday, and then Sunday, and then through Wednesday of next week. It overall is trending drier during that time frame, which is encouraging. So I've had some good mornings on there, and we're also, good morning to you, Katie, Janet, Hannah, Oslin. Thanks for tuning in. So that's the latest that we have here currently. So there's a look at the 7-day forecast. And of course, Arden Gregory is going to have more coming up at 11 and then again at noon. So that's our latest there. I'll get you one final look there at the 7-day forecast. Any additional storms come in, we'll push that out on our 14 First Alert weather app. Right now, still some more showers and storms to go today. And then our best case for severe weather, Friday late morning into the afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day.